director and teacher here at Chilton Middle School. I'm so excited to have all of you and your students here today. Today we are going to start with our youngest group, and we're going to work our way up to the oldest group. And leading the group of beginning band is Mrs. Sonia Takanikos.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Sonia Takanikos. It has been a whirlwind week teaching the beginning band. We have had some amazing help from our co-teacher. Where are you guys? And our amazing counselors. Go ahead and stand, counselors. What these students have worked on usually takes more than a week to accomplish. We are going to demonstrate the fun we have been having making, in the world of making noise. Talking. All right, so on Monday, the students checked out their instruments and we began with our mouthpieces and head joints. Hopefully you heard a little bit of that. Not as concentrated, but maybe. All right, so then once we got a little comfortable, I'm actually not going to use the mic, I'm loud. So once we were a little more comfortable, we learned how to put our instruments together and played our first official note. So we added half notes and quarter notes to the mix. So I gave them a few little techniques that I use with my students. The first one, we're going to demonstrate sizzling, and then we're going to demonstrate the singing, and then we're going to finally play. next two pieces, or two lines, we're gonna play our hot cross buns, not Playa de la Lune. It's usually takes until like November to get to that. So they did this in, I think we calculated 6.5 hours. So of instruction. So they're doing quite well. So here's hot cross buns, and then following will be hot Playa de la Lune. Hot cross buns. Will now allow us to play more tunes. Our final selection we will play is Merrily We Roll Along, also known as Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Couple older kids. These are students who have at least 1 year of experience on their instrument, and I'm super excited to introduce to you our percussion specialist back here. This is Mr. Michael Austin right here. This is our first year, first hopefully of many that Mr. Austin is joining us here at camp. He's the band director at Roseville High School. And he also was the Roseville Joint Union High School District, out of the whole district, their Teacher of the Year this year. So congratulations. He's only been teaching for like 5 years too. I don't know how he did it so fast. But anyways, we're super excited to have him here. And if your kids are going off to high school and Roseville High School is one of them, that's Mr. Austin right there. So, okay, and then not to overshadow him, but we have our next conductor here is Mrs. Jennifer Aldridge from Ike Middle School, right here. And she also is my principal flute of the Roseville Community Concert Band, which sponsors this camp. And also, she was the Roseville City School District Teacher of the Year. Yeah. But then, not only that, she went on, so when you win Teacher of the Year in your district, they put your name in to the county, and then she won Placer County, is it Middle School Teacher of the Year? Placer County Middle School Teacher of the Year, so that's yeah. Good job, and she's from Ike Middle School, and she will introduce her pieces, so here we go.
All right, good afternoon. It's such an honor to be here and to get to work with your students. We have a few songs for you today that are going to tell a story. So we hope as we are playing that you'll kind of be able to create some images in your head to match the music. Our first piece is called Noble Procession, and we would like you to imagine a big castle and a hall, and we're starting to have a big celebration or ball, and you're going to hear all of the different ladies and nobility enter the room. And just when we thought everything was going well, of course, that's when the dragon shows up and our army has to get ready for battle. And we're going to go to battle in our next song entitled Night Fury. now we are returning to the castle to a big hero's welcome with the piece Majestica. But as is common now in a lot of movies, after the end credits, there's a bonus scene because, of course, there's a part 2. Because next year we hope all of these kids come back to band camp and get to experience the next level. So our final bonus scene is called Mechanical Monsters.
wanted to tell you what we have going on over here. This is Miguel from Musical Images over here, and he took a beautiful professional photo of us this morning, and they're on sale over there for $30. So please support Miguel, and he always does such beautiful work. So, yeah. All right, I also wanted to advertise that next week is Jazz Camp. A lot of you are signed up already, but if you are interested, if you're a student who has at least 1 year of experience on their instrument, they are invited to come to Jazz Camp. It is only, if you came to this camp, it is only at $150 to add on next week. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of signups already. We're going to have 4 different levels of jazz band next week. And I'm super excited about that. Before I introduce our last conductor, I wanted to thank again the counselors. Counselors, could you stand up right now and be recognized? We have counselors from West Park High School, Wood Creek High School, Roseville High School. Yeah, and I think 7 of them just graduated from high school too, so we're gonna miss them. And best of luck as they go off to college. Yeah, and then also, I'm about 90% sure that we're going to get him, but I have our next year student teacher is here with us this week, and that is Tavin Efferson. Where's Tavin? There he is, over there. Yeah, Tavin. So Tavin just graduated from Sonoma State, and he is entering the credential program in the fall. Now, Tavin has been with us since he was a 6th grader. He wasn't my student, but he came up in the camp, went to Silverado, and then Wood Creek, graduated, then went to Sonoma State, and will be back in the area, and is going to be student teaching here at Chilton. Hopefully. I probably shouldn't have announced that, because, I don't want to mess up my chances, but I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. So, anyways, okay, here's our final group. This is mainly 7th and 8th grader. There might be a couple 6th graders sprinkled in here. And this group is led by Mrs. Joan Slaybaugh. And while we're talking about awards right now, Mrs. Slaybaugh was the 2022 Music Educator of the Year of the 5 counties of the California Music Educators Association. And then this year, she was recognized by the Capital Section for being Title I Music Teacher of the Year. So, and she'd already won the big award, and I just said, well, she's so good, we have to keep on giving her awards, like over and over again. So she really is incredible. I'm so excited to have such a wonderful staff here of instructors and counselors and campers too. So, anyways, here's Mrs. Slaybaugh.
Thank you. By the way, I think we should give Ms. Sedano a round of applause for organizing this event. And Ms. Rowley as well. Anyway, we couldn't do this without them. So, moving on, this is the last group, our dance band. And we have 4 selections. We're going to do the first piece. It's called Byzantine Dances. selection is selections from the movie Tarzan. And I know that came out a while ago, but I think most of the kids actually had seen it, and it's got some really good music on it. So selections from Tarzan. There's a lot of percussion stuff going on, as you've noticed, so we gotta just wait in between as they all shift parts back there. Our next selection is called Down on the Delta by Carol Britton Chambers. And we are down to our final selection of the concert today. This piece is called Terracotta Warriors by Scott Watson. Before we play that, I do want to acknowledge this kid's been a great group to work with. I've really enjoyed working with them. Thank you so much for supporting them in their musical endeavors, too.
Campers, if you are borrowing a school instrument, please check it in with Mr. Ollie on the stage in the band room. And campers, if we could all help, maybe just taking a equipment back or two, that would be great. Racking up a stand or a chair as well. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a good summer.